Everybody, on behalf of the Institute for Harmonic Resonance Technology, welcome to today's group Transpersonal Transformation Session webinar with Dr. Richard Bartlett.
Hi guys. So this session today I've got everybody's information in front of me. Everything's all over the map. It's so many different patterns in different octaves of consciousness that I'm not sure quite how to approach it. So what I want to tell you just to start with, and this is it's something I've started to trust, and it's very interesting when you get to this particular level of whatever is going on. Just by being in sync together and observing these patterns, as I have done here, things start to change. I can see different patterns of information, starting to be able to do that more and more. I can feel them. You can too. It doesn't take, it takes practice, but it's not that hard. But if you could imagine, like there's these, we'll pretend, there's like the physical level, or it's maybe a level in the subconscious, that'd be the ocean. And then there's the sand, and maybe that's at the beach. And then there's these kind of hilly areas that also have valleys, and those are other layers of information. And then you got these mountain peaks, and then finally you're up in the clouds with the eagles soaring. It's kind of like a topography like that. So, I mean, yeah, people talk, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, but it really isn't that. It doesn't play out like that. It plays out more like what I was talking about here, that it's a integrated scene that you're looking out upon. So just touching the list and touching in with the patterns, there's a bunch of physical patterns, and there's a bunch of emotional patterns and financial patterns. There's a lot going on for people. And my goal is always to be as open as possible, to be as available as feasible, and to expand the cup or chalice of consciousness enough to hold with a very weakly held intent. Because strong intent, you just focus on one thing, and then you focus on another thing, then you focus on another thing to the exclusion of some things. That's the way it has to work, because it's contrasting in pair. So we're going to hold an intent and an awareness, and we're going to send virtual angels to everyone. Now, when I say we're, I'm talking about the group collective awareness or cosmic consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I would not know what that is, but I might be able to talk about it a little. And we're going to hold this together with a focus of what you would call love, but it's not the love that you would call it. It's not love that responds or certainly reacts to situations and people. It's deeper than that. It's what's inside of everything. So if you go to what's inside of everything, which is just love, but not love in any human sense, any way you would recognize it. If you could call love just energy without agenda, just energy just awareness without activity, and then that surges and courses through everything, then maybe that touches upon it a little bit.